Hello, and welcome to your IELTS review video. In today's episode, we'll talk about the elderly. So let's get started. Who should take care of old people, the government or their families? We could say the responsibility of caring for elderly individuals can be shared between the government and their families. Or the task of providing care for the elderly can be distributed among both the government and their family members. Do you think old people should be taken care of at home? Yes, I believe all people should be looked after in their own homes. Or, indeed, I'm of the opinion that elderly individuals should receive care within their familiarity of their own homes. What kind of activities do old people like to do these days? Many elderly people engage in activities like gardening and socializing with friends. Or, nowadays, a multitude of senior citizens involve themselves in various pursuits, such as gardening and maintaining social connections. Why do some old people only remember happy things? Some elderly individuals tend to recall only positive memories, perhaps to preserve their sense of joy. Or the phenomenon where certain older people reminisce primarily about the cheerful experiences could be attributed to their desire to uphold a sense of happiness. Why do young people like to ask about the past of old people? The inquisitiveness of young people regarding the past of the elderly stems from their valuable historical insights and life lessons it offers. Or young individuals are curious about the past of the elderly as it provides insight into their history and life experiences. What kinds of things can young people learn from old people? Young people can learn about life lessons, historical events, and traditional practices from the elderly. The wisdom imparted by older generations includes life lessons, historical narratives, and age-old customs, all of which young people can gain knowledge from. Do you think old people enjoy their life more these days compared with the past? It's possible that older people today find more opportunities for enjoyment than the past. Or there is a potential that senior citizens in the present era experience greater life satisfaction than their counterpart in bygone times. In your country, do young people like to live with old people? In my country, some young people appreciate living with the elderly for companionship. Or, within my nation, a segment of younger individuals value the idea of collaborating with older family members as a source of companionship. What qualities does a person need to take care of old people? To take care of the elderly, patience, compassion, and attentiveness are essential qualities. Or, nurturing elderly individuals demands virtues such as patience, empathy, and a high level of attentiveness. How can people in the neighborhood help the elderly during the epidemic? During the epidemic, community members can aid senior citizens by carrying out errands on their behalf and extending emotional assistance. Neighbors can assist the elderly during the pandemic by running errands and offering emotional support. So that's all the questions. Next up is our reading passage. Read along with me at home. It's intended to give you more of an insight into the topic at hand. In the past, traditional family structures often facilitated the care of elderly family members. With changing lifestyles and global migration patterns, new approaches to elderly care have emerged. Communities are now playing a pivotal role in providing support to older individuals, addressing their physical, emotional, and social needs. These programs aim to combat social isolation by fostering connections and providing opportunities for senior citizens to engage in hobbies, physical activities, and intellectual pursuits. Communities have recognized the importance of offering tailored programs and activities for the elderly. The bond between different generations is a valuable aspect of community support for the elderly. Intergenerational exchanges enrich the lives of both age groups and promote empathy, understanding, and mutual respect. Ensuring adequate medical care, mental health support, and accessibility for senior citizens remain ongoing challenges. The demands of modern life, work commitments, and geographic separation can hinder families from providing full-time care. The sense of belonging and connectedness within the community contributes to the overall well-being of senior citizens. Community-based care amenities enables elderly individuals to maintain their independence while receiving necessary assistance and companionship. This approach includes ensuring accessible transportation, age-friendly public spaces, and healthcare services catering to specific needs of senior citizens. Creating age-old communities involves adapting urban planning, infrastructure, and services to accommodate the needs of elderly individuals. As societies continue to age, the role of communities in supporting the elderly is paramount. By fostering intergenerational connections, offering tailored programs, and addressing challenges in elderly care, communities contribute to the well-being and quality of life of senior citizens. The collaboration between generations and the creation of age-friendly environments reflects a progressive and compassionate approach to elderly care in our changing world. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. Next up is our range of vocab and expressions. Take a look. Elderly care, senior citizens, demographics, traditional family structures, global migration patterns, tailored programs, social isolation, physical activities, intellectual pursuits, intergenerational exchanges. Addressing the needs of senior citizens, providing emotional and social support, fostering intergenerational connections, enhancing the lives of elderly individuals, promoting a sense of belonging, catering to specific requirements, adapting to changing lifestyles, offering companionship and assistance, overcoming challenges in elderly care, providing access to healthcare services, combating social isolation, maintaining independence, tailoring activities to individual interests, creating an inclusive community, adapting to the evolving dynamics, recognizing the wisdom of older generations. Modern life demands, accessibility, urban planning, infrastructure, well-being, quality of life, compassionate approach. And lastly, we have a range of questions, statements, and descriptions for you to practice in your paraphrasing. Take a look. First we have our questions, then we have our statements, and lastly we have our descriptions. I wish you the best of luck. As always, thank you for listening. I will see you on the next one.